Alright, everybody, welcome back to Zelda Bomb Squad. As always, I'm yo man, Crazy Juan. We got another good one for you today. We're playing Harvest Moon 64, talking about the Legend of Frostheart became me, and away we go now. I have something to talk about. It's not me restarting just yet. Oh no. Oh no 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 no. Oh god no. Nope, instead it's going to be something else, something that's going to give me oh so much joy to talk about because it is so unbelievably stupid. It is literally the worst, most interesting relationship I've ever been in my life. And it happened not once, but twice. So yes, we'll talk about that for a while, and this might be a multi-episode saga. So it involves that girl that that stood me up at Walgreens that one time, right? Because we started dating when I got out of the Navy, like when I got back to Illinois, and as we met on Facebook, and we just started dating, and then like she wasn't super jealous the first time we dated, but it was just like that whole like, oh my god, you totally had sex with my ex-best friend who's now my bitter enemy, like I can't be with you anymore, blah blah blah. So that's how it ended the first time, right? So the second time, this is where it gets unbelievable, because like a year passes, right? And then once that year has passed, oh my god, it's still not out. Son of a bitch. Go out. Don't stay burning, please. So, now, and when we were together the first time, we were only together for like 3 months. And then it was over. So, now, like I said, it's been a year. I find her on, Facebook. I say, hey, how you doing? And then we, hang out, and then we kind of discussed becoming a thing again, and then it was just like, okay, yeah, we're a thing again, and then, but this time it was a lot better than it was the first time. Third? No, sir, we did not make this mistake that many times. No, we did not. So, okay, we can do two. We can get away with two, yeah. So, this is a topic I need to talk about. Like, I really need to. I don't want to pause. So I'm sorry, folks. You're going to have to watch this. It's totally worth it, I promise. So, like, we start dating, and again, I don't know if I told this story. Wait, what? Did this happen the first time y'all were dating, or was this the second time? Oh my god, I'm having a thought. Wait, was this? No, this was the second time, I swear. Because I don't think I was going to school the first time we dated. Was I? No. No, I was not. No, was I? I don't remember. But either way, whether it was the first time or the second time we were dating, like, I started to find out just how jealous she was. Because, oh, wait, nah, I didn't talk about this yet. Did I? I might have. Oh god, now I'm second guessing myself. Do I even talk about this? Oh my god, I'm way too high for this. Holy shit. I didn't think. If so, do you just tell it again? Because it's really stupid. It's really funny. I think you already told it. I think you did. In which case, this is just a rambling episode then. Holy shit. So, I guess do we just move on? Dude, I swear to God, like, I know I've told the story, like, a couple of times. I don't know if I told it on YouTube yet. I don't know. Oh, God. Because I know, like, because me kicking her out of the nightclub, that sounds like a familiar story. Yeah, but you've told that to people, like, a bunch of times, though. That's very true. I have. I am rather proud of that story. But no, I feel like I specifically feel like I've played Harvest Moon while telling stories about her. It sounds vaguely familiar. Okay, so do we risk telling the story again? Or do we just move on and just not do it? And just move on to me going to North Carolina? Well, it's up to you, really. I mean, do you really want to go straight into, like, that negative territory, or do you want to have, like a pretty decent laugh? Oh, man. I mean, of course I want to have a laugh, but I don't want to waste anybody's time. Like, anybody's going to watch this anyway. That's a solid point. So I think I'm just going to tell it again. So, yeah, like, this one time, I was I dated this girl, and, like, I was just getting ready to start school, and she just goes, well, oh, God, now I know why it sounds familiar. Why? Because you told us to, somebody that's not going to be mentioned right now. That's right, that's why it sounds so familiar. Okay, go for it, dude. All right, cool. So, yeah, I'm dating this one girl, right, and I'm just about to start school. So, like, I am, I'm getting excited for it because, you know, I always liked going to school. I always thought it was really interesting and fun. Like, I didn't think going to school was, like, an annoying thing. I didn't hate it. I really enjoyed it. I got to see friends. I got to, you know, hang out, have some good laughs, and hang out, like I said, hang out with friends, and ultimately learn some shit, too, in the process. I don't know. But that's not what it was for me. I didn't really care. But anyway, that's not the point. The point here is that I liked going to school, so I was pretty nervous about starting school, but I was also very excited about it. And she goes, yeah, I was hanging out at her place one time, and she was just like, oh yeah, I'm really excited too. Oh, but you know there's a button there somewhere. So I just looked at it and went, yeah, but? She goes, there's no but. I'm like, bullshit, there's no but. There is a huge ass button there, so why don't you go ahead and spit it out? And she goes, well, it's just that, I don't know, it's just that, well, there's gonna be girls there. And I just looked at her, dumbfounded as I could. I could not believe she said that, so I'm just like, well, like, baby, I don't mean to alarm you, but, like, there's a lot of women, like, all over the place. Like, here's the thing. Like, I told you I was going to Walgreens before I came over here, right? Like, the girl that checked, like, there was women at Walgreens. And not only were there women at Walgreens, but the woman that checked me out at the cash register was also, in fact, a woman. I know, right? Scary. But brace yourself here, because there's also a woman that lives in my house, and I call her mom. And she just looks at me and she goes, if you're not going to take this seriously, and she just stopped right there, and I'm like, I can't take this seriously because you cannot be serious. I'm like, I'm terribly sorry. I don't think there is an all-male community college around. I'm terribly sorry. So, oh God, did I water this thing? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And I've been on top of that shit. And so has the weather. So, like, I'm like, you can't be serious. I'm like, this is the biggest joke ever. Like, there's nobody that can be this jealous. Oh my God. So, like, she eventually got over it. It was like, well, good, because I'm going to school anyway. I don't give a shit. But yeah, like, we were pretty happy, like, the second time. Like, we got, you know, I got her into professional wrestling. Like, she, you know, got us tickets to a pay-per-view. Like, we had a lot of good times together. Don't get me wrong. Like, we had a lot of amazing times. And it got to the point where, like, I kind of was thinking that she might have been the one for me that I wanted to marry. And, you know, obviously that meant that, you know, we had to live together first. So it was like, okay, arguably the next step in our relationship is let's live together. So, you know, I'm going to school full time. I'm working part time. I got a part time school in the school, or part-time job in the school. I think I said it right that time. There we go. You know, it was just like, okay, great. Like, I gotta, you know, I love this woman. I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with her, and it's gonna be an amazing time. Cool. And I'm gonna make all this money. I'm saving all this money. We're gonna get a place. It's gonna be amazing. So that's where my mind's at. And, you know, it was going that way for quite the long time. Like, her son really looked up to me, and I could not for the life of me figure out why. I mean, you know, if I had my hair, like, if I don't wear a hat, like, I'll spike my hair. If my hair was spiked, his hair was spiked. If I'm wearing a hat backwards, he's wearing a hat backwards. I have full sleeve tattoos. He had roll-on sleeve tattoos, the fake ones. And, you know, you could take it on and off whenever he wanted to. And he always, whenever he was around me, he always had his tattoos on. Like, he really liked me. And, like, he got into professional wrestling even more than her. So him and I would watch professional wrestling together. It was an amazing time. Like, he'd always want to play video games with me. It was always fun having that dude around. It was a blast. So like I said, we did have some amazing times, but the bad times, though, the stupid times, though, whew, boy, those are something to behold. Because if y'all thought the story of her being like, oh, well, I'm happy that you're going to school, but there's going to be girls there. If y'all thought that was stupid, holy shit. Wait until you hear some of the other stuff this woman has done. Oh, my God. So, this one time, I took her on a date to go to a theater in Fox Lake, Illinois. And we went to go see a scary movie. I don't remember what the name of it was. It had to do with, like, possessions and shit like that, though. And there was, like, a nun in it, and a nurse, and some other devil-type shit. I don't know. But when we got to the theater, because we lived in Round Lake Beach at the time, and like I said, the theater was in Fox Lake. So we get there, and I paid for the tickets. Now it's time to go to the concession stand to get our snacks and whatnot. So there's this girl at the concession stand, and she looks at me, and she goes, oh my God, John, how are you? And I said, excuse me? Because I looked at her, and for the life of me, I could not tell you who she was. I really couldn't. I tried. I looked at her, and I'm like, who the hell are you? I gave you something already, so I'm going to give you something. Since I have it. There you go. You're welcome. Bots or Gots. And you're Duke, I think. So, here's a flower for you, buddy. Because next season, I'm going to need a recipe from you. And I don't even know if I can get it, because it involves bringing the vineyard back to life, which you have to do on year one, so that's something I'm not going to do. But, anywho, besides that point. So yeah, this girl's something else, man. She is insanely jealous. So, like, this girl is, like, this mystery woman behind the counter, and I'm like, I cannot figure out who you are. And she goes, I haven't seen you since yearbook class. And I'm like, yearbook? And I look at her name tag, and I see her name. And that's when I make the connection. Last time I saw her, she was probably about 5'2", and almost and pretty skinny. Now she's like 5'9", 5'10", and she's pretty big. So it's like, my God, I didn't even recognize her. So I'm just like, oh my God, hey, how are you? Yeah, I'm good. How are you? Yeah, just got out of the Navy and now I'm going to school. Okay, great. Well, it was nice talking to you. All right, take it easy. Like, literally, that's the entire conversation. Nowhere in that was there any innuendo or anything like that. Okay? So, that pissed her off. And she sat on that throughout the entire movie and on the ride home. She sat on it. So I drop her off at her house, and she's like, all right, text me when you get home. And I said, all right, I will. Holy shit, I have $54,000. My goodness. So, okay, I'm just going to do it because I'm going to continue talking. So it's all right, go ahead. God damn, $54,000? Holy shit. Yeah, I know. Isn't it something? And we don't have any horse races or dog races coming up in this season. Hell no. The rest of the season is for me to make money. Like, that's the short and skinny of it all. And it's so amazing. And it's happening so easily. It's dope. So, like, I dropped her off, and she said, text me when you get home. And I said, all right, I will. So I get home, and I text her. I'm like, hey, babe, made home. And she goes, all right, good. I'm very happy to hear that. By the way, Fox Lake pissed me off. I said, Fox Lake pissed you off? Like, what about Fox Lake pissed you off? I said, did you not like the movie? And she goes, oh, it wasn't the movie. And that's when, like, the ticking time bomb exploded in my mind, and it was like, oh my god, you cannot be serious. You are not mad about, like, that fucking 30-second conversation that happened in which, like, 2 sentences each were said. Like, you can not seriously be mad about that. And I laughed. I laughed really hard at that. And I'm like, you cannot be seriously mad about that. And she goes, I am. And it's just like, you do not take this seriously. And I'm like, of course I'm not taking it seriously, because neither are you technically. You're blowing this out of proportion. And she goes, what do you mean? And I said, because you couldn't talk to me like an adult. You had to wait until I dropped you off. And then you had to wait until I got home when I'm not in front of you to talk to me about it. That's awfully childish. So you're going to have to excuse me if I'm not taking this as seriously as you would like me to be, because that's how it's being perceived right now. That level of childish. Sorry, but not sorry. She understood that. And then, of course, I had to reassure her that there's nothing going on. It's just been like 5 years since I've seen her. No, like 6, 7 years since I've last seen this woman. So it's just like, hey, it's just a passing, hey, how do you do? Nothing serious there. Okay, I'm sorry. It's just that I really love you and and it's like, I know. It's because you're just so madly attracted to me that you're just so absolutely and insanely jealous. I see that. I really do. And it's my fault for being this desirable, I guess. I don't know. But we are... Wait, did those get watered? I think they... Yes, they did. Sweet. So let's go finish the dailies and then we'll end the episode, okay? Alright, cool. So, oh, trust me, this gets so much better involving this woman, I swear to God. So, including one time where this girl that was working with me was her last night and she was leaving. And we were just friends. We never flirted. We were just friends, right? And this girl's name was Amanda. Unfortunately, she has since passed. May God rest her soul. Like, she, you know, gave me a hug goodbye, and she was wearing this really nice red dress, and she gave me a hug goodbye, and it was like, all right, Frosty, you take care of yourself. And I'm like, hey, you take care of yourself too. And she left. And then my girlfriend walks up to me, and she just goes, and who the fuck was that bitch? I said, excuse me? She goes, how about I go downstairs and beat her ass? And I'm like, okay, that's precious. First off, if I can guarantee you one thing, this was her last night. I'm probably never going to see her again. She's just a friend saying goodbye. And 2, if you go down there and try to fight her, I guarantee she's going to whoop your ass, and nobody's going to stop her, because she is one of us. So you might really want to think about that. And she goes, well, I'm sorry, it's just saying I saw her hugging you. And I'm like, it's because she was saying goodbye. You're going to have to knock off this jealousy bullshit. It's getting old. So, seriously, knock it off. It's not that attractive. Cut it the fuck out. So, like, I mean, I'm going to feed, I will say Christians. Holy shit. I've smoked way too much. I'm going to feed the chickens, crate the eggs, feed the dog, water the plant, call it an episode. Then maybe do one more and finish talking about her. So that's the plan. Alright, cool. So that's what we're going to do then. Dope. So she was just, like, insanely jealous. Like, we also would watch professional wrestling together, like I mentioned. And, like, she had a huge time boner for Randy Orton, which was totally fine. And, like, there was a woman that wrestled on TV at the time. The hell is her name? I don't even remember her name. It was that obscure. She wasn't even that big of a star. It was just, I said it because she was on the TV. But, she's just like, oh my god, that Randy Orton, he's just so hot. And I'm just like, you think he's hot? Like, whew, man, you gotta open your eyes and get a load of this woman. And let's see, it was, Layla or something like that. Like I said, not even a huge time name. And she's just like, oh, well, why about I just leave the room while you sit here and drool all over Layla? I'm like, oh my god. You were literally just having to adjust your plumbing because Randy Orton was on TV. Oh, shit. Wow, amazing. This is my first time seeing the real thing. It's so pretty. Look at this. I hope the butterflies come. Okay, cool. Do I continue watering it? Yeah, cool. So, awesome. Amazing. So, yeah, she was a complete hypocrite. It was funny as fuck. So, we're going to end the episode here. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to join the Bomb Squad. Like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to leave me a comment below and let me know how I'm doing. And in the next episode, we will continue talking about my ex and some of the other things that happened in this relationship. And, yeah, it's quite bad. It's probably going to be like another 20-minute episode or something like that, because I'm probably only going to record like 1 or 2 more this evening before I call it a night. So, yeah, we'll see you in the next episode. Until then, thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to join the Bomb Squad, like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to leave me a comment below. Let me know how I'm doing. And we'll see you in the next episode. Until then, you all stay classy.